The Bitcoin halving is complete, which means Bitcoin is going to have a supply shock. Exchanges are expected to run out of Bitcoin on exchanges in just about 6 to 9 months. And people believe, myself and Black Sea, my partner on this channel, people believe that Bitcoin DeFi is going to be one of the #1 narratives in this upcoming bull cycle. Today, guys, we're going to talk about the runes that are on Bitcoin through the L1s on Bitcoin, and then also the layer 2 solution for Bitcoin, which I am even more bullish on than the BRC-20, the rune token standard, and even Ordinals, guys. I believe that Stacks is going to be one of the #1 narratives, but Ordinals, runes, BRC-20s still have a lot of life left in them as well. And I'm going to talk about where we're at with these, what I expect coming next, and why I believe in Stacks so much. And I've got some runes as well to hedge my bets within this Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem. When you think about it, guys, Bitcoin is the largest cryptocurrency by by market cap. And for cryptocurrency as a whole, decentralization has been the point. Well, what if you can build decentralized finance on top of Bitcoin? And people are doing that now through Stacks and through some of these tokens on the L1 side of Bitcoin as well. Let's talk a little bit about where we're at with that in this video, guys. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Crypto Kip, and I want to talk to you guys about what I think is going to be the #1 narrative for the upcoming bull market, which still has a lot of life left, in my opinion, guys. So buckle up, smash a like, and let's get into it. So today, Bitcoin is actually coming up a little bit. Let me actually refresh this page for you so we get some fresh prices. Yes, Bitcoin is at $64,943, about $65,000, coming up a little bit after this epic event, which is the Bitcoin halving, where the reward given to the Bitcoin miners is cut in half, causing a supply shock event. Now, typically, there's a lot of fear and a lot of sell-offs leading up to this event, and arguably we've seen that. Why can I say that? Because the fear and greed index, which kind of measures the greed versus the fear in this market, is now at neutral. We were recently in the ultra green region of this fear and greed index, which meant that things were kind of overbought a little bit. Since then, we've cooled off, and if you do look at the last 7 days, you'll still see, guys, there are a couple losers as well, but things are starting to come back a little bit. In the last 24 hours, look at these tokens, a lot of them, and sats, speaking of Bitcoin DeFi, this is a meme token on Bitcoin, actually one that I was holding, a BRC-20 token. A complete meme token is up, one of the biggest gainers today. Meme coins are coming back today, and there's going to be a lot of plays ahead. Now, let's look at the Stacks ecosystem. Now, here is one of the meme tokens in this ecosystem called Gus, and you can see it's kind of flattening out and rounding out because people do believe that a bull market is coming for these Bitcoin DeFi tokens. So let's look at some of the other Stacks tokens, and what you'll see, guys, is over the last 7 days, a lot of these tokens are coming back quite big time. If you look at the Stacks tokens and you look at the last 7 days, a lot of these things are recovering. 60% movers, a lot of big moves, Gus being one of them. Just as an example, the Nothing token, a lot of these meme tokens. Also, other coins out there like StackSwap, one of the utility tokens for the StackSwap DEX on Stacks. Alex token was actually having a decent comeback as well. If I can look at the last 24 hours, I believe a lot of these plays are trying to come back. Now, I still remain bullish on these again, guys, because there is a lot of developments coming to Bitcoin. One of them is the L2 for Stacks having an upgrade called the Nakamoto upgrade. Muneeb is one of the founders of Stacks, actually co-creator of Stacks, which is one of the #1 L2s out there for Bitcoin, enabling Bitcoin DeFi. He tweeted this out. I want to share with you guys. Runes launch at Bitcoin halving. Will be gun meme coins on Bitcoin season. Now, the runes have launched. You can officially buy them. I'll show you where you can buy them in one of the places that I know of. And we'll talk about some of the airdrops that are inevitably coming. But the point is this, guys. As L1 breaks with insane fees and activity, all roads lead to Bitcoin L2s. The idea is, as more people start doing some of these Bitcoin DeFi trades and they start using just L1 solutions for Bitcoin, you know, he's been talking about how Bitcoin fees are going to do a 500x, so they're going to get a lot more expensive. Well, where can you go utilize Bitcoin DeFi where it's not super expensive, which is one of the main problems with Ethereum as well. That's why people go to Solana so much, is because the fees are lower and the transactions are faster. Well, now you can go to the Bitcoin L2s, and the #1 Bitcoin L2 is Stacks, the Stacks layer 2 solution for Bitcoin DeFi. And people are talking about this Nakamoto upgrade, which is the upgrade coming to Stacks, which is going to bring transaction times from 10 to 30 minutes down to under 4 seconds, which is incredible. The other thing that's been huge is obviously Ordinals, which are the NFTs on Bitcoin, which I am still very bullish on. Leonidas actually built this app, Ord.io, which has 69.6K followers. Him himself has almost 200K followers. He launched the Ultimate Runestone, which is giving a lot of airdrops. One of the big airdrops coming is the dog token, and there's going to be 2 other memes airdropped to these runestone holders. How do you get a runestone? Well, if you were holding an ordinal and one of the early adopters of the ordinal NFTs and buying those, then you got airdropped runestone likely for free. Otherwise, you could buy them after the airdrop came through. I bought mine for about $6,000. It's holding its price decently well. Honestly, more stable than some of the altcoins out there, but now runes are officially live. And here's where you can go to get them, Ord.io, again, created by this Leonidas guy who created these runestones. The Ordinals NFTs, which are enabling you for an airdrop that is coming. So what I want to highlight is some of the top ones. And I went over to this Ord.io page where, again, you can go in, guys, and you can connect your Xverse, your Unisat, or your Leather wallet, which are the most popular Bitcoin Web3 DeFi wallets. Some of the top tokens right now are the runes out there. Are the dog is number 3. These ones also are pretty popular, but you can kind of look through some of these guys, and who knows, guys, whether these are going to be big or not. But the question is are runes going to be bridged over to stacks? Because the fees on Bitcoin are going to be rather high compared to using an L2 like stacks. Question is, can runes be bridged over to stacks? Let me know what you think on that, if that's going to happen, if they're still going to be popular, or if runes are just going to be a trend, kind of like BRC-20s, which arguably, I believe both of them still have a tremendous amount of upside, guys. The fact is people are scared of right now this cool off that's happened around the halving. Right now, Bitcoin is down. Actually, I think this, let me refresh this for us. We had 7 months of green activity for Bitcoin, and now we have a red month, which is down 9%, which is as expected with the Bitcoin halving, guys. But inevitably, when this market comes back, guys, my opinion is this. If you look at the top trending ecosystems here, you're going to see AI, gaming, Solana, memes. I think Bitcoin DeFi is going to be up there at some point, guys. And let's just look at where Bitcoin's at today and what is going on with the Stacks token as well, which is one of the tokens I'm extremely bullish on. Stacks is doing very well today, getting a little bit of a recovery to the upside back to $2.65. This thing is still down quite a bit from its highs, about 32% down from its highs where it broke its previous all-time highs. And what you want to notice, guys, about this chart, it looks very familiar to the Bitcoin chart, actually. If you zoom in, it's been breaking its previous highs. Bitcoin has not gone into a parabolic rally yet. But the theory is this, guys. The Stacks tokens, the runes, the ordinals, this Bitcoin DeFi narrative, which is just getting started for the first time in this bull market, is going to be a parabolic gainer, but not until one key thing happens. And that is Bitcoin breaking out into price discovery mode like we've seen in the past, which I have highlighted here with red circles. When Bitcoin breaks into price discovery mode, what we see is an altcoin season occur. And as you see, altcoins want to recover. We got our first weekly green candle starting to actually recover this whole week, and tomorrow is the end of this weekly candle. Was red way down, and it has recovered slightly because the Bitcoin halving's done. There is a chance that we get a move back up to the upside for crypto and Bitcoin overall. Hopefully, guys, what happens is Bitcoin continues upward, altcoins recover, the overall market cap breaks its previous all-time highs, and then people realize, like we've been talking about so long on this channel, that there's a lot of things happening on Bitcoin, from runes to ordinals to stacks tokens to stamps. There's so many different plays, guys. My favorite by and large is stacks, because I think of it like the Ethereum, but better, or Solana for Bitcoin DeFi, guys. The fees are going to be cheap, the transactions are going to be fast, and I think it's inevitable that the meme tokens, the utility tokens, and the Stacks ecosystem, which is the #1 L2 narrative for Bitcoin DeFi, is going to be parabolic once we get this full-on altcoin rally. Once this bull market continues, we have some coins like Ethereum recovering today as well. A lot of tokens are recovering today. Solana is turning green as well on the weekly. Hopefully we can keep this move to the upside, guys. Is there a chance that there's more sell-offs before we get the heating up moment of that bull market where we start breaking through previous all-time highs? There is a chance, guys, but my strategy is to dollar cost average over the long term, and I'm going to consistently do that. On Monday, 2 days from now, I'm going to be buying a big bag of stacks specifically because it is the #1 narrative that I believe in this upcoming bull cycle. There's so many different plays you can have out there, guys. Some people like Internet of Things plays. Some people like cloud storage on Bitcoin or on DeFi overall. There's a lot of different ways you can go about investing in crypto. Some people just like memes. I like to invest in the layer 1 and layer 2 solutions themselves. Layer 1 solutions, you can look at some of the top ones. I like those plays. But the layer 2 solutions, I think Stacks is the number one layer 2 solution. Because when you think about Ethereum, there's a bunch of L2s for Ethereum, but which one's the best? Stacks is clearly the best for Bitcoin at this point. More competitors will continue to come up in the future. That is just inevitable, guys. But we're going to be here for it. I believe there's going to be a parabolic bull run coming. We've done 3,200 videos on this channel over the last 2 years because we believed this bull cycle was coming up. So far, the prediction has been very accurate. Let's see what comes next, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on this ecosystem and on crypto overall in the comments down below. But that's all I got in this one, guys. I am Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more crypto content, and as always, guys, don't forget to DCA, HODL, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Got 2 videos for you right here if you want to check them out. Peace, y'all. See you next time.